Saurav is saying, yes, ma'am. Where are all others? Silky, Vishal, Tajinder Pal. When you don't respond, I need to check whether I'm on mute or unmute. Simranjit and Vishal is saying, yes, ma'am. Karan Yadav is asking, as you said, we can ignore 5 and 4 in the above equation. Yes, beta. Let me check another message is there. Okay, Tajinder Pal is saying, yes. Yes, Karan. Karan, I will take many other examples. What I have told you that if the number of operations are 5 and plus 4, if you will take the value of n as 10, you are getting 54 steps. If n is 100, you are getting 504. So as you're increasing the value of n, the number of operations that are also increasing. Only this thing is, this thing matters. Like as you're increasing the value of n, how the complexity is increasing or decreasing. It doesn't matter that how many exact operations you are getting. Okay, so we are not interested in exact number of operations. We are interested in that as the value of n is increasing, how the complexity is increasing. Right now, I have told you just one, that if it is linear. Linear means if n is 100, complexity would be almost 100. If n is 1000, it would be 1000. If it is 1 lakh, it would be almost 1 lakh. Okay, so that doesn't matter कि उसमें 5 lakh आ रहा है या 5004 आ रहा है कि 504 आ रहा है. What matters is how the complexity is increasing. Okay, now I'm saying how. There are many things over here that I will tell you in the next slide. Right now, is it clear that linear, in this case, I'm saying how the complexity is increasing? Complexity is increasing in the linear manner. Okay, so I have told you what's the meaning of linear over here. Karan, is it okay now? Karan Yadav? Okay, fine. Okay, so this is again very important. So what I have told you that 5n plus 4 time bound is set to grow asymptotically like n. Okay, this gives an approximation of the complexity of the algorithm. So again, actually this is not correct. We won't say the complexity is n. Again, I will refine this definition. Okay. So this is not actually n. I'll tell you how to write down that. So we can say that we are mainly interested in rate of growth. Again, I'm saying the same thing. Rate of growth means as you're increasing the value of n, how the complexity is increasing. Okay, that is the rate of growth, means in which manner your complexity is growing. We are not interested in exact number of operations. Okay, so this thing is very important. We are not interested in exact number of operations. Fine. Okay, now I had told you that one rate of growth class was linear. What are the other one then? So here I have drawn, suppose if this is the n value, the size input, here this size, I think this is complexity over here. So whenever you are taking over here, this is your complexity. So this one I have already told you that this is linear curve. Okay, already you know that all these curve, this curve is called linear. Suppose I have given you some algorithm and the complexity of this is coming out to be 3x minus 2. Okay, 3n, like here x is n, actually 3n minus 2. So if you will draw a graph by taking various values of n, you will be getting a line like this. So in this case, you can say complexity of this is your linear. Okay, but suppose you have found that the complexity of some algorithm is 2 into log n. So if you will draw a graph, it will give you a line like this, very close to this x-axis. Just see this one. Okay, so this is your log x, log n complexity. Okay, so just compare these two. Log n complexity is very lesser as compared to the linear one. Linear means 3n minus 2, किसी की complexity n है, and here suppose the complexity of the algorithm is log n. So log n complexity is very much lesser than the n one. You can see when the value of n is 26, the complexity of this algorithm will be only this much, around, suppose you can say 5. But this algorithm that is having the linear, the complexity will be almost 80. Is it clear? Now there is one another graph. It can be like this one. Okay, so suppose you're getting the complexity of any algorithm, number of operations, when you will find out, suppose you're getting n square by 8, n square by 8. That means the complexity of this will increase like this. What this is called? This is called your exponential. Exponential. Okay, so exponential complexity is very large. Just compare now 26. When the value of n is 26, this algorithm having the complexity of log n will be having complexity almost 5. This algorithm will be having complexity almost 80, and just compare this one. This will be having complexity on more than 100 actually. Okay, it would be very large. Okay. So these are different, you can say, rate of growth classes. I will tell you others also, and these are very important in whole subject. We need all these things. This is called linear, this is called logarithmic, but this is called exponential. Okay. So any doubt so far? Yes, beta, any doubt? Okay, anyone who can tell me, have you seen recently some graphs that is exponential? Recently, what is going on? Yes, Shashank. Yes, Shashank. No. Okay, Shashank, put yourself on. Keep yourself unmute. You need to tell others also. Yes, anyone else otherwise? Where are you, Shashank? Unmute yourself. Yes, Shashank, unmute yourself, I'm saying. Okay, anyway, he's saying I can't. He's sick. Okay, yes, Saurav. Karan Yadav is saying, yes, Karan, unmute yourself and tell.
हेलो मैम मुझे
Yes.
मुझे मैम
Yes, Karan is there. Yes. Yes, yes, Karan.
जी हाँ जी मैम
You want to answer my question or you want to ask some question?
नहीं मैम आपने अभी कॉल किया था मुझे
Okay, anyway, tell me
Okay,
that
ma'am.
have you ever seen ये मैं what I'm asking you कि आपने ये जो exponential वाली curve है या ये linear curve है अभी recently कहीं देखी है? Okay, in newspapers, okay. Okay, in newspaper you must have seen the number of patients that are increasing during COVID-19.
हाँ जी मैम
Okay,
हाँ
so
जी हाँ
okay, mute yourself. Yes, Karan. Otherwise, I will keep all of you on mute. Paras. What is this? Yes, beta. Class children. Okay, beta, you must have seen these types of graphs in the newspapers that during the month of March and April, like the number of patients in USA, they were increasing in exponential manner. Okay, right now, if you will see the curve of India, the number of patients are increasing linearly. Okay, so here N is like as the number of months, as the number of days are increasing, the number of patients are also increasing like this. Fine. If you have not seen, you can find out in newspaper every day these types of graphs are coming. So this type is called the exponential, this is called the linear one, this is called the logarithmic one. Okay. So here only you can see that logarithmic complexity is very less as compared to the linear one. Further, the linear is very less as compared to the exponential one. Okay, similar to this, you are having the other growth of rate classes also. Okay, so that I will tell you about those. Okay, so this is important now again. Um, okay, fine, beta. Okay, just see. Now this thing is, this table is very important. You know, don't need to remember these values. You need to remember whatever I have written in the first line. Okay, so what I have written over here, I have written firstly log n. I have written n log n square, n cube, 2 raised to power n. Okay, these can be the different complexities of algorithms. Fine. Now, what's the difference between these two? You can find out. This is the value of n. This is n. So when the value of n is suppose 1, you can find out the complexity of the algorithm having complexity log n would be 0. N is 1 value and log n is again 0. It is 1, 1, 2. Okay, so there is no much difference. You find out when the value of n is 5, this algorithm will be having the complexity 2.3, n would be having almost 5, n log n is having 11.6, this is having 25, this one is 125, and 2 raised to power n is your 32. Okay, so actually n square, when you're saying, that is quadratic, and cube is means cubic complexity. When it is 2 raised to power n, then you will say this is exponential actually. Okay, now again, actually you can say, okay, there is no much difference, but you take the value of n as 40, and 40 is very small actually. Suppose I have one sorting algorithm and I want to sort the names of all the students in your class. In that case, you will be having a value suppose 70. Okay, so right now if you are taking you want to sort the names of 40 students, just compare these algorithms complexities. If suppose I have one algorithm having the complexity log n, then it would take only 5.3 operations. But if I'm having an algorithm having complexity n, it would be 40. That doesn't matter, 40 is less. Then n log n 212, okay, that is also fine. But you just see n cube will be having 64,000 operations you need to do. And if the complexity is 2 raised to power n, just see what is this number. Okay, so I need to do these many operations. So complexity would be very high. Okay, now if it is 60, it is 5.9. Just compare this one and this number. And if the complexity of any algorithm is 2 raised to power n, the complexity would be very high. So this way you can compare. Okay, so you can see as you are going from log n to 2 raised to power n, what is that? Complexity is increasing or decreasing? It is increasing. Complexity would increase. Okay, so if the algorithm, suppose I'm saying if there are two algorithms A and B, one is having the complexity n, another one is having the complexity n cube. So which one is better? When I'm saying better, obviously the one having the lesser complexity. So which one is better? This one, the algorithm having complexity n, because n is very small as compared to n cube. So you need to remember, okay, in my next lecture, you can take the screenshot of this otherwise, and I will share this PPT also today in your group. Okay, so you need to compare these algorithm, these complexities as you're going from log n to 2 raised to power n, complexity is increasing. Okay, so you can remember this sequence that first log n will come, having least complexity, then n log n, then n square, then n cube, then 2 raised to power n. Even after that, you can say if any algorithm is having n factorial, that would come. Okay, so all these are called like this one exponential because they are having very large complexity. Okay, take the screenshot of this, and if you have any doubt so far, you can ask me. Yes, I'm waiting.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Yes, beta. Navam.
नवम here.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Last में आपने n log n से क्या लिखा आगे?
N
वो
square.
कौन सा टाइम है?
N square.
नहीं मैम, last line.
Okay, 2 raised to power
last में.
n. 2 raised to power n.
नहीं मैम, ये टेबल की बात नहीं कर रहा मैम. लास्ट में जो लिखा है ना, constant time, logarithm time.
Okay. That I'll tell you.
जी मैम.
Mostly we will use these words only, that the complexity of any algorithm is log n, then n log n. But if it is I will tell you the meaning of this. This is called the constant time. This is logarithmic. This one is linear. This is like you can say supralinear. Okay. Linear rhythmic
Okay.
लिखा हुआ है, linear rhythmic. Okay, linear because n is coming, and log and logarithmic. So one word I'm using, linear rhythmic. Okay, but we don't use these names actually. Okay, what is this big O? Right now you can skip this one because this will come in my next slide. Okay,
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
anything else? Any doubt in this table? Is it okay, Navam?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. All
Okay,
clear.
Navam, I'm asking you some question now. Suppose if I'm saying
Yes, ma'am.
there are two algorithms, one algorithm is having complexity log n, other one is having n log n. Which one is better?
Log n, ma'am.
Log n. Log n would be having lesser complexity as compared to
Yes.
n log n. Okay, so this
N log n.
sequence,
Yes, ma'am.
so this sequence you need to remember. Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine, better.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so here I have written something. Okay, you can, for the time being, leave this thing. What is big O? Again, I will tell you what is this constant time. Now, what's the meaning of the constant time? Okay, Navam, I think you can tell me what's the meaning of constant time. Suppose if it is log n and log n, these are not constant times. What can be the constant time? What can be the meaning of that?
Average time, ma'am.
No, not average. Here I have written, if the complexity of any algorithm is big O of 1, okay, you don't take big O. If it is 1, so 1 doesn't mean that algorithm is performing just one operation. 1 here means it is constant. So basic constant, what do you mean by constant and a variable, Navam? Anyone else? Aishwarya is
जो
there.
मैम
Yes, Navam, okay.
जो मतलब कोई भी एक समय के मतलब हो सके कांस्टेंट
Suppose,
टाइम जो हर एक
okay,
प्रोग्राम ले सके.
okay, suppose if I have
I think
written
so.
n log n, what is the variable in this? N, because when you are changing the value of n, it is also changing accordingly because n is varying. Okay, but if
Yes, ma'am.
I'm saying like suppose if you are finding the complexity of any algorithm and it is coming out to be 10 means it will perform 10 operation, but it doesn't depend upon the value of n. N can be 2, and can be 60, and can be 100, and can be 1000, and can be 1 lakh. Even if you are doing that algorithm, performing that algorithm on 1 lakh elements, it would take always how many operations? Only 10. In that case, you
Only
can
10.
see the complexity is constant. Constant, why?
Okay, ma'am.
Because n is not coming in this. Okay, it is constant, it is independent of n, but in all these things n is coming because they depend upon the value of n. Is it okay, beta?
So it means, ma'am, constant time n is not included.
10, you won't say that the complexity is 10. You will say complexity is big O of 1. What is big O? I will tell you that. Big O 1. Here 1 means constant. Okay. Suppose if you are
Okay.
finding the another algorithm complexity, suppose it is coming out to be 500. 500. Again, n is not coming in that. Okay. So it is not depending on the value of n. It would be 500 always. In that case also
500.
you will
Yes.
say it is constant. Right? Okay, I'll
Okay.
come to this again. What is this constant? Yes, beta. Any doubt so far? No? Okay. So I have written others also. You can say this is called quadratic. This is called cubic. If it is n cube, if it is like n raised 2 raised to power n or 3 raised to power n, I have written k raised to power n. It can be anything raised to power n. So that is called exponential. Even factorial one is called your exponential. Okay. Okay. And I have put one arrow also. Arrow means as you are moving from this constant to log n to this one, complexity is what? Complexity is increasing, right? Fine. Okay, next we have asymptotic notation. So these are very important. Like obviously in your like question paper, one question would be there from this topic. What are the different notations now to represent the complexity of an algorithm? Like I told you that we will never say complexity is log n. I will never say complexity is n, because if n is 40 here, although I have written 40, but the complexity of that algorithm can't be exactly 40. It may be 40, it may be 38, it may be 39 or 42, it may be near to 40, okay? But it won't be exactly always that 40 or 50 or 60, okay? So we will never say that the complexity of an algorithm is n log n or n log n. I need some notations to represent the complexity of the algorithm. Those are called your asymptotic notations. Okay. So what are those notations? In that I will be doing 3 notations right now. Those are called big O notation, then big omega notation, and big theta notation. Fine. So what is this big O I'm taking first of all? Mostly when you want to write down the complexity, you will write down in terms of big O only. Okay. Okay. Now, first I will tell you the meaning of this. Then I will come to the definition, because this definition is also very important. Suppose beta, I have written big O of log n. Okay. Means you were finding the complexity of an algorithm, it was coming out to be big O of log n. What's the meaning of this now? In previous slide, I had told you log n means logarithmic complexity, but you will never say complexity is log n, you will say it is big O of log n. Now, what's the meaning of this big O of log n? It is saying that log n is the upper bound. That means the maximum complexity of that will be log n. It can't be more than that. It may be lesser than that, but it can't be more than that. Are you getting me? Suppose like if I'm drawing a graph of log n, sorry, if I'm drawing a graph of log n, suppose it is coming out to be like this. This is log n. Then what's the meaning of that? The complexity of this algorithm can't be more than log n. That means it will never be in this area. Okay. If it is log n, it will come on this line, but it can be lesser than that. It can be in this area also. So big O is telling you the upper bound. Upper bound means what is the complexity in the worst case. Like again, you just need to remember this graph. Suppose if you are drawing the log n is coming out to be this. What's the meaning of big O? Big O is saying that the complexity of my algorithm can lie on this line, but it can also lie on in this area. It can be lesser than that, but it can't never be more than log n. Okay, so what can be the maximum worst case complexity of algorithm? Worst case will be when it is on this line, because when it is lesser than that, it will be lesser than this log n, but it can't be more than log n. Okay, did you get it what I said? Then I'll tell you the definition of this. Yes, Anmol Punch. Anmol Punch, is it fine? Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what I have told right now? What's the meaning of big O of log n? Yes, Anmol?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Tell me, what's the meaning of big O of log n?
It says that we can have a complexity like in upper bound or lower bound as well.
Not in the upper bound, right? I'm saying we can't have complexity more than this log n. Suppose if you're saying this is the upper
Yes,
bound, we can't have complexity in this area. This is the worst case complexity, but I can have the complexity lesser than this. That is
yes,
the
ma'am.
meaning of this big O of log n. Yes, Navam, did you get it? Saurav?
Yes, ma'am.
All others, Aishwarya, Akshay, Amanpreet, there are many silent participants in our class.
लग गया पता मैम
Hmm? Who is there?
लग गया पता मैम
Who is
अक्षय
there?
मैम
Okay, Akshay.
अक्षय
Okay, fine. Now I will tell you the exact definition. Suppose if it is coming, what do you mean by big O? You need to write down it formally, okay? But if someone is asking you what's the meaning of big O of suppose n log n, you will say big O of n log n means that the maximum complexity of that algorithm will be n log n, or it can be lesser than that, but it can't be more than n log n. Is it okay? Fine. Suppose now, in my previous slide, here, I had written if n is 30, sorry, complexity of log n would be 4.9, but it won't be exactly 4.9. It can be lesser than that also. Okay, if it is big O of log n, it can be 4.8, it can be 3, it can be 2, sometimes it can be 1 also, but it can't be 5, it can't be 6, it can't be 7, it can't be more than 4.9. Is it clear? So big O of log n is giving you the worst case complexity. Fine. Now, how can you put this in definition? Suppose you are having two functions. Our class is till 10:30. Yes, it is till 10:30. I think session is going to end within 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Suppose we are having two functions fn and gn. I will say that fn is big O of gn. Okay. If there exists some constant cn and not such that value of fn should be in between 0 and cgn. I'll tell you the meaning of this. Okay, it would be clear once you will draw this graph. Suppose I'm taking n over here, and here I'm taking the functions fn, gn. Okay, or the complexity is there. Fn is, this is my cgn. This is my suppose cgn function. And this is my fn. First it is increasing, then decreasing, then increasing, then again it is decreasing. Okay. Now just compare these two functions. When the value of fn is lesser than this n naught, okay, sometimes fn is greater than this gn, sometimes it is lesser than, again it is greater than. But once the value of n is greater than equal to n naught in this area, fn is always lesser than cgn. Fn value is always lesser than that. Just see this curve is over here, cgn is over there. That means fn